Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai 922, another installment. I didn't miss last week because I had the whole soccer match everything. But this week coming back with the Afterthoughts, Game of Thrones, Season 4, Episode 5. This one was called...
The first of his name.
First of his name. So, alright, listen, I just can't wait. We have to talk about Littlefinger and...
Alright, let's just cover the Eyrie first then.
Yeah. So yeah, basically Sansa is taken by Littlefinger to the Eyrie, which is, Catelyn's sister, her aunt, and when they go there, we see that kid, and he hugs him, uncle, and stuff, and he gives him like this bird thing that he gave to him as a gift, and he like throws it down that chute, and it's flying and stuff. And he then, his mother tells him to take Sansa to her quarters and her room, and that's when we get this kissing scene with Littlefinger and her, and she says that she poisoned her husband, and I'm like, what? I stopped. I'm like, wait, and then I gave the note to Cat. I was like, no, you serious? Really?
All right, see the magnitude. It's something so simple.
Yeah.
In the whole scheme of things, but literally, fucking Littlefinger pulled an Aizen Sasuke.
Yeah, that's basically.
Pretty much that's what he did. Like, it's a butterfly effect, because by them doing those two things, first off, by killing Jon Arryn, he had that forced Robert to go to Winterfell and recruit Ned as Hand the King, and then you had the incident of Cersei and Jaime having sex at Winterfell, getting caught by Bran, pushing Bran out the door or window, him falling. Now, Lysa sending the note puts the Starks already, because now Ned and Catelyn believe that they're plotting against the crown. And then Catelyn suspects a Lannister, so it's double trouble. So that instantly puts two families that are powerful, don't already like each other as it is. Now that one family has a legitimate reason to act against the other. Mm-hmm. You have that conflict. Not to mention, he inadvertently starts Bran's spiritual journey, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this whole conflict, which spurned from the beheading of Ned, which started the war in the war of the North, with the whole of the North trying to separate itself from the Seven Realms. That whole war, Littlefinger started all this shit.
Yeah, he did.
All because of the butterfly effect. That's what Littlefinger did, and he manipulated the butterfly effect to a T.
Mm-hmm.
Now if you think about it, Littlefinger is in he's in almost a better position, if you think about it, than Dany, because they know that Dany's out there making moves. They know that Dany's out there. They know she has dragons. By the preview, they know that Dany has an army now.
Yep.
But if you look at the preview, Varys said that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't see, the only person that not even Varys sees in full scope what Littlefinger has done.
Varys, he thought, he had squashed Littlefinger's ambitions. He thought, okay, it's all good now. And then all of a sudden,
I wouldn't say he squashed his ambitions, but he thinks that he did well. They both gave each other a little bloody nose in season when, that whole little exchange.
Yeah.
But, all right, the fact that Littlefinger explained just how impenetrable the veil is.
No. Yeah.
That's important, because, like me and Larry's made a good point that taking Sansa and doing what he did could have put him in a bad spot. But look where he's at.
Yeah.
Look how impenetrable. Look, the veil has never been broken.
No, it makes perfect sense, because just by the design of how this castle is, set, I mean, it's hard for anybody.
I'm not trying to say that if Tywin and them got wind of what he's doing, but still, he's still in a far better position strategically with where he's at.
Yeah.
Than before, than to make these risky moves like this.
Yeah, and I was gonna say none of those other smaller kings are gonna fuck with him anyway. So it's
Well,
like,
no, I'm not talking about small things. I'm talking about the big boy. I'm not.
yeah, but
No,
you know,
I'm not
but you know
talking.
what I'm talking about. If let's just say if he Tywin like sends like one of the kingdoms that he's
Right, Tywin would have to send his full force. His full force.
hmm
Yeah, he would have to send a huge full force from King's Landing to penetrate the Vale, and so in essence, that mean Littlefinger can kind of make these moves now because now he's Lord of the Vale. They consummated their marriage,
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Yeah.
and yo, I mean,
No, but yeah, that was surprising because that's the one thing I always did want to know way back in the first season is how that whole, the Vale King, got poisoned and how that whole fiasco started around.
Mm-hmm.
Really wanted to know what was that all
you know
about.
now.
Because at first I thought they were just gonna. First I thought it was just like the same thing how they talked about Oberyn, about the whole her daughter, her sister got killed and all that. It's just like that type of story. But no, we actually get to see the whole what's going. They gave you the whole more detail of what happened now and
Mm-hmm.
what it was about.
Yeah. Then after that whole scene, they did obviously they have sex, which Sansa and Bendy, the moaning and shit.
Yo, that bitch is a screamer.
Don't like screamers.
Screamer.
She is. And then what creeped me out about the other scene where she's with her aunt and like that conversation was so oh my god so psychotic. Like
She's crazy. Like I mean, she still lets her son breastfeed off of her.
yeah
But no, I mean it was an interesting thing. I mean, I always suspect she's probably somewhat jealous. Because I mean I don't understand why because she's done off very well herself. I mean, both her and her sister married lords more or less. But what I found interesting is I'm wondering how long this infatuation with Littlefinger has been. Has it been because Littlefinger has known the Tullys since childhood.
yeah.
He's been in love with Catelyn since childhood,
Mm-hmm.
and so was she the sister? Like was she the sister that like always loved the guy, but the guy loved her sister kind of thing? You know what I mean?
Well, Rick, that's what I kind of thought too. But I was gonna ask, wasn't Catherine the older sister?
Catelyn is no. I think Eliza's the oldest. She looks well. The actress
Yeah,
that
she
plays
looks like she's the older sister, but yeah, because that's what I was wondering. Because it could have been that whole,
they don't look too far from. No, I'm gonna say just by looking at the actors, I'm gonna assume Eliza was the older sister.
Oh, okay.
That's just my personal, but 100% I do not know.
Yeah, I was gonna say usually when stories do that, it's usually always the bigger sister takes more than what the little sister has and stuff, and the little sister has to like try hard or whatever.
And she was actually blaming Catelyn for Littlefinger almost dying in that duel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So,
at least we had that whole situation going about it, and then all of a
but
sudden,
before we move on, though, I will say, fucking Sansa can't catch a true break. She cannot catch a true break. And I'll put it like this. I put it like
in
this.
that struggle.
She went from one frying pan. She went from the frying pan into maybe a little bit hotter, a little cooler frying pan. Because I still think she's better off because she can go to Littlefinger for protection from her aunt. I will say that. I think Littlefinger will protect her. She won't let her aunt hurt her.
I mean, here's the thing.
Well, she could. Well, that's only if she. That's only if.
No, I think she does feel comfortable going to Littlefinger because the difference between that and Tyrion in season 2 is she didn't trust Tyrion no more than she trusts the next person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, she feels somewhat. She still has her doubts, but she still feels somewhat comfortable around Littlefinger.
Yeah.
But she just knows that what he's capable of, and that's what scares her.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is that the whole spiel is that she wants Sansa to marry her. I guess you could say son.
Her cousin, ew.
Cousin, kissing cousin.
Oh,
Okay,
ew.
It's not
We've been doing that for a long time.
Marjorie, but they're not related though. But still.
Yeah, they're not related. So yeah, they're related. That's like ew.
That's it.
Ew.
Since I brought up Marjorie, let's talk about what's going on over there. Now, it seems to me that obviously things are turning in a different way. And what I was interested about in this episode was Tywin and how it seemed to me like he
Do you
wasn't.
want to cover? Wait, Bonhard, do you want to cover all the King's Landing parts now?
Yeah, I figured we could cover the King's Landing parts, and then we'll go into. It's really not a lot. It's just really just the North, Bran and Squire. That was fun. I thought that was hilarious. That whole what was going on over there, and Arya.
Yeah.
So let's just do
Arya's a quick one to do.
Yeah, that wasn't really a big thing with Arya. That was just her fighting.
Almost feels like it was filler, to be honest.
Yeah,
it might have not have been though, because it was more. It served, I saw the purpose it served, in my opinion, but
it served a little purpose.
That the other scene, the last scene we had with Arya and the Hound.
Yeah. But it was Tywin, and he didn't. It seemed like she was pushing Tywin, Cersei. Like she was like saying to him, like, are you going to,
She was probing. When it came to Cersei this week, I liked Cersei this week.
Yeah,
I hated Cersei all season long. Every scene she's been in, it's been a dread to watch her. I hate the way she's been acting. This was the old Cersei of her glory days. Like, this is the Cersei that you don't see coming.
Back in the early season 1. I agree with you.
Yeah, like this is the Cersei that knows how to play the game.
Yeah.
She, with Tywin, it was trying to get insight to the trial, which Tywin, rebutted her on that. What I think, was what I liked from that scene was the foreshadow for the Iron Maiden Bravos, and how I went back to.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
that's coming. That's coming soon. I can tell.
Because that's what I kept saying. I think he's working with the Iron Bank, and he's gonna go back for that throne. They gotta pay those.
No, Tywin can't.
Yeah, he said.
No, not Tywin. I'm talking about the other.
I've been on that.
Yeah, but I mean,
I know that from the episode that the two things what was going to happen. They were going to use the debt against the crown, or they're going to try to get their own loan to hit the cell swords. But anyways, we know that the crown is highly in debt. The second thing we learn is that the Lannisters are almost broke. Like I don't know if they're flat broke, but they're broke-ish.
Yeah.
They're probably using like assets or their revenue and stuff from like certain things that they still got.
Well, all remember we learned, I think it was an episode or so ago, that the reason why Tywin is so rich is because Castle Rock is on a gold mine.
Yeah.
And now those gold mines are dry.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much they've poured a lot of their money into the last war and to this current war, which was really interesting. So, and the crown has no money.
Yeah.
The crown is broke.
Well, which is interesting because they probably would have been in more in debt, funding the war.
Who's doing the bank book though? Because Tyrion's in jail. So is Tywin doing two jobs right now? Is he pulling doubles?
Sure, he have to.
He probably would have to.
Yeah, because they didn't establish a new master of coin when they locked Tyrion up.
I mean, it makes sense for Tyrion doing that because he always be doing the, he checks out the whole, paperwork and all that stuff all the time. I mean, Tywin.
Yeah. So, but the other thing with Cersei though, the Margie scene.
Oh yeah.
Off, Margie's lying through her teeth. I think Margie's lying through her teeth.
Yeah.
I don't believe Margie for a second. If she's telling the truth, it makes what happened last week completely null and void.
Yeah.
And I personally think she's telling Cersei that story to get Cersei off her back. Yeah. She don't want to deal with her.
Yeah.
But it was an interesting scene when she talked about Joffrey.
Yeah.
And how she knew Joffrey was a monster. She even told Margie you would have been living a nightmare. Yeah. And that, I really like the line she dropped too. I'm not an easily shocked person, but what the things my son did even shocked me.
Yeah.
But she's still the most redeeming quality of Cersei, and Tyrion has said this, is her love for her children, and she truly has a mother's love for her children because despite the fact that she even then felt that Joffrey didn't love her to an extent, she still loved Joffrey, her firstborn. And she worries and I also like too, she worries for Tommen because again, Tommen has not been made for this life. He
No.
was like Joffrey was catered and crafted and molded for the crown. Tommen was never supposed to get the crown.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Be-
Then
So
again, when I think about Tolman, he might be. I want to say that maybe that's what needs to be done, for
Well,
moving
I
forward.
always thought it. That's what since they were talking about it, I thought they said they think you'd probably be perfect enough to do it because he doesn't feel like
Yeah.
most like corrupt or most.
but see here all right, and I agree with that, but here's the problem. If Tommen can learn to think for himself, which is something I have so far I don't think he can do.
Mm-hmm.
Tommen, to me, so far, which I like the kid, but he's easily manipulated. And we
Yeah.
saw that with the scenes with Tywin, and we saw that with the scenes with Marjorie. But I mean, that's not really his own. That's not really his fault because he is a child. He's
Yeah.
barely older than Arya. He's probably younger than. I think he's younger than Arya technically.
Actually, I think you're right.
I was about to
So,
say
so
probably
you can't hold that against the kid, because again, he hasn't been introduced to this life. He was very sheltered by his mother, and I don't know. It's just like I don't know. Like I think Tommen could be that kind king that everyone wants and needs, but he's gonna need if he really wants to be that kind of king. He can't. At least Tywin. He can't let Tywin manipulate him.
Yeah.
Marjorie, I would say, would be because I think Marjorie in power would not be a bad thing.
Uh-huh.
She can be scheming and she knows how to play the game, but if she was to win and get what she wants, I don't think that would be a bad thing for everybody. Like it would have been like how it was bad for Joffrey to win.
Yeah, because she's more like the person who will do anything necessary to reach the top. For she ain't afraid to dirty her hands in certain things.
Yeah.
Compared to some other people.
Yeah, and she's legitimately she's somewhat of a nice person. I mean,
Yeah.
we haven't seen her like even when like people aren't watching. Yeah, she's a son of. You can see with her grammar, she's got that little snobbish in her. Absolutely, she's like I gotta deal with these damn people still and whatnot. But overall, I don't think she's like a bad choice to have power to be queen.
Mm.
To where if she was to manipulate Tommen, that it would still be good for the people. Tywin, because I don't think Tywin legitimately does have the best thing in mind too. It's just that he would. I don't like just like
Well,
not extreme as Joffrey, but Tywin will have a very stern rule. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
well, I got no problem even if Tywin did it. Yeah, I understand the stern rule. I think, let's say if the younger kid
I have a
became
little
king,
problem. I have a little problem with Tywin.
if the little kid did become king, like I could see more like certain people in the court or other people try to manipulate him and do what he wants. Because
There's no other players though.
But I'm just saying as an example.
Mm.
Yeah, but there's no other players to manipulate. Is what I'm saying. Various really don't. If you mean like Various, you can't even say because we've never seen Various.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Various
say
is content where he's at.
I'm not saying various, but I'm just saying like when the guy becomes older, the kid. I'm like later, way later, like it's a whole different time. New people could replace the old court or something.
Mm. But I was surprised that Tommen Tommen did take the crown instead of Tywin being installed as protector of the realm. That's what I was expecting to happen, and I was very surprised that Tommen went ahead and took the throne.
Yeah.
I was very surprised by that.
That other scene with Oberyn.
Yeah, that was another case of Cersei just trying to do the same thing she was doing with Tywin. It just flipped over and turned into to talk about her daughter.
Yeah.
But it was a good scene.
Yeah, it was a good scene because it really showed you what's going on with her daughter, and how it wasn't as bad as she thought it was going to be.
Yeah. But what interests me when thinking about Oberyn, though, is that he's like he supposedly hates the Lannisters with burning passion. But unlike others we've seen that have those kind of grudges, he knows how to turn that shit off and put it aside.
Yeah.
And play nice when he needs to. And I find that very interesting about Oberyn.
I mean, the thing about it is, his real hatred is for the one who gave the order and the one who did the act.
Right. Yeah. I don't think when and if he comes face to face with the Mountain, I don't think he'll be able to do that. But it seems that like even with Tywin, I mean he's never buddy with Tywin like he was with Tyrion, or it's always there's a tension in the air, but at the same time he still knows how to put that shit aside and hear him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he did in last week's episode. Or no.
I mean, yeah, Oberyn always has been a very interesting, charismatic, character. That's one thing kind of interesting.
Yeah. So the fact that he's able to do that is very much to his benefit, I believe.
Yeah. Now let me talk about Dany. Let's get this out of the way. Now, this scene was kind of interesting because she finally finds out that Joffrey is dead. He's been killed. He's been poisoned at his own wedding and everything. And this was kind of weird because like she gets told that the cities she freed are being taken over by somebody else. Someone else has come into power to take over it.
Well, no, all right. In Yukai,
yeah.
In Yukai, the without the Unsolid there, they were able to the slave master, the original slave masters were actually able to take it back and over and in Astapor, pretty much the council that she left there kind of self-collapsed and the slavers came back in Act 2.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought when I heard about that, I wasn't sure if she was had another council in that part of the area,
but I know watching Larry's review, he had some problems with that scene. Me, I really like that scene because, all right, critically, it's finally the story progression we've been looking for Dany. Because now we know what Dany's going to do going forward. Because everything up to this point has been the same shit. The same shit. See a slave town, wreck it, free the slaves. See a slave town, wreck it, see the slaves. See a slave town, wreck it, free the slaves. And it's been a cakewalk.
Mm-hmm.
Now, though, she realizes this is not so easy. It's easy to do it, but it's not easy to maintain it.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
I like the fact that she did it. It was a one-on-one conversation between her and Jorah. First off, I like that because Jorah is her oldest, dearest friend, even though he's been friend zoned.
Oh man, he had to do that.
She does value his
thing.
advice. She does value his words.
Yeah.
And so she's like, "What should I do?" Kind of thing. Like and Jorah's like, "You're the mother of dragons. You're a Targaryen. We can go do this." And she's like, "I need to be more than that. I need to find myself."
Yes.
And she's like, "How can I be respected to take 7 realms if I can't hold 3 kingdoms, 3 towns? If I can't hold Slaver's Bay, how can I hold 7 kingdoms?"
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So Dany, she needs to learn how to rule. So even if she, which, and Jorah made was it Jorah or Barristan? One or the other made a good point. Taking King's Landing does not get you Westeros.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that was Stannis' plan, but I digress.
Yeah.
So she does not have. In hindsight, Dany is still under manpowered because she doesn't have. She has enough people to do the things she needs to do, but when it comes to a kingdom like Slaver's Bay, she doesn't have the power. She doesn't have enough people to break up. Like, all right, Barristan, you're gonna run Yokai for me. Jorah, you're gonna run Astapor for me, and then me and Davos, we're gonna take care of Meereen. That leaves her, and then of course you're gonna. All right, Jorah, you're gonna have X amount of Unsolid to back you up, and Barristan, you're gonna have X amount of Unsolid to back you up. Mm-hmm. That divides her forces, and she only has so much.
Yeah.
Now try to divide all that over 7 kingdoms.
Oh, and not only that, it depends on certain people what they're tasked to do. That's the one time you need actually aristocrats and politicians to actually do that type of stuff.
But like, all right, you can divide it over 3 kingdoms, but now divide that over 7. Mm-hmm. You don't even have enough councilmen that you trust to run those kingdoms for you.
Yep.
You definitely can't trust the current rulers to just get underneath you.
Yep.
So it's like Dany needs to more, and and hopefully Danny learns that she needs to expand her councilmen and whatnot. So I'm really interested to see where to go with this with Danny. I hope now she gets more screen time and we get to see this unfold a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's always been one of those things where I think she should have just go and take over the kingdom that she, her kingdom that she was owed to her, instead of, try to do all this. But it's one of those things that she definitely needs to learn the way.
No. I totally understand why she had to take Astapor.
Yeah,
Astapor was a necessary thing because she said it perfectly. I don't want slaves. I want people that believe in me. And in that sense, she did what she did for a purpose. Yokai and Marine was like this crusade kind of thing, in my opinion. Because she wasn't expecting to get the second sons from Yokai.
Yeah.
That just kind of happened that way. So I don't know. I can't really necessarily see the the strategic purpose of doing that, other than, well, she didn't have enough ships to carry her entire army over. That's the only thing I can think of.
yeah. Well, I was going to ask, do you think she really wants I was going to say, I'm trying to think of Westeros, the kingdom, but I'm like, she definitely wants her own. I mean, she could go and do that now.
But see, that's the thing too, that I blame the show for this, that we don't know what Dany truly wants.
Yeah.
How much does she really want it anymore? Because it wasn't even her that brought up Westeros originally. It was Sir Berenstain, when she told her that Joffrey was dead, and that Davos took the Sir Daharo. I can't say his fucking name. Haharis. He took the Navy.
Yeah.
So honestly, I don't know how bad Dany wants Westeros.
Yeah, because she could always switch her goal instead of taking back the kingdom that her family has lost, or just stay in that part of the area and rule there or whatever.
Yeah, she could. I mean, it wouldn't be that bad of a thing.
Yeah. All right. And yeah, she at the end she said to him, obviously, "I will do what queens do. I will rule." So
yeah, I love that line.
You can see where she's going with that. Then there was only two other things that happened in this episode: the mini thing with Arya, and the thing with the Night's Watch and Bran. Arya was really fast. She basically was sleeping, and she was saying off the names of the people she was going to kill. And like the last name she says is the Hound. And I was like, oh shit.
I was always expected.
Now, with those scenes, honestly, the two scenes with the Hound and Arya, excuse me, all the purpose of those scenes really was to assert the fact that Arya still wants to kill the Hound.
Yeah.
She still wants just because they're she's with the Hound out of necessity, plain and simple. She knows that she needs him to, she can't, because do all this, Arya's never been truly alone.
Yeah.
And maybe that scares her, to be truly on your own, because she's always had her little friends, whether it be Gondry or the fat kid or whoever. She's always had something by her side, or even being with the Brotherhood Without Banners.
Mm-hmm.
She's never been out there just truly alone. Maybe that scares Arya. Who knows?
Yeah.
But she does not like the Hound. It's necessity and pure and simple. And that's what I think was the purpose of those scenes, to illustrate that.
Mm-hmm. And then obviously there was I forgot to mention the mini scene with Brienne and the Squire, which was very funny.
Yeah, that was fun. I like that. I didn't talk about it in my review. Honestly, I forgot about it, but it was comical. It was definitely.
Yeah, it was comical. And towards the end, he says, "Oh," she asks him, "Have you been in combat?" And he's like, "I killed a man." And and then she's like, because it was funny because he was gonna take her armor off, and she's like, get away. And then he told her that, and then she allowed him to take her armor.
Well, since he's a squire, and that's a squire, what a role is basically like apprenticeship. I could really see her training him.
You know what? Honestly, there's a part of me that kind of doesn't like that the scenes because
Was like
kind of
Rambo.
make Pod look bad, man. Like he was like he did have it easy. He didn't have to do a lot of the things with Tyrion that a squire normally does for their knight they serve. And I don't know, it kind of made him look like a bad squire, and I didn't like that because
No,
Pod is
I
awesome.
think it was necessary because I mean, they told him, they said, "You ready for this role, this job?" Because they're going to be traveling for weeks, heading to what they were doing. And he said he'll come along. So it's just one of those things. We lost Rick.
Yeah. Oh, we lost Rick? Oh, shit. Hopefully he comes back. Then there was obviously the other things, which was the Night's Watch and Rick's back.
I'm back.
Okay, so yeah, I was just about to talk about the Night's Watch and Bran. Now, this was satisfying for me. I was satisfied. I was like,
Hockey's online. You want me to send him the invite?
Hmm?
Hockey's online. You want me to send him the invite?
Sure, you can set it in mind. As long as it's...
Let's bring old Hockey in there. He's going to do his hipster talk.
Ooh, give me But yeah, pretty much they go there to attack the betrayers of the Watch. And I just realized this. The guy who is like the leader, that guy was in Pacific Rim.
Was he? Oh.
The actor who like played the leader of the betrayers of that group was in Pacific Rim. It just blew my mind away. But yeah, they pretty much go down there to attack them and try to get Bran back.
Mm-hmm. I first off, once I found out that shit was filler, I knew that Bran and Jon were not going to meet up.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
it was gonna be like a freaking episode, like a Naruto filler, where Sasuke and Naruto are in the same vicinity. They just happen to slide by one another without seeing each other. Yeah, it's gonna be like that kind of shit.
Well, which is funny because Larry just did his thing right now, live streaming. He said he really hated that too. Because
it didn't like bug me. Because I knew it was gonna happen. So it is what it is.
I just felt like whatever.
Honestly, that whole fight, especially the end fight between the lead dude and Jon, that was a really good fight. I really enjoyed that fight. And the stuff with Bran, honestly, the thing that treated me right. All right, first off, this war power shit, I don't 100% get it. I don't understand why Bran can do so much more than Jordan can.
Yeah, I know that.
I don't get it. Like they need to I hope they explain it later or something, like a later season when they really touch on the wargs, or when when that time comes, and rather be the season or whatnot. Because why is Bran so why can he go in? Like, we haven't even seen Jordan go inside an animal. We've seen three wargs. We've seen three wargs since they've been revealed. The one with the Wildlings, Bran, and Jordan. And Jordan has not done nearly anything except have Caesar-inducing visions. I mean, he communicated with Summer, but that's about it. He didn't go inside. But that moment, he didn't go inside Summer.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, it's probably one of those things where it's like they either HBO didn't really show you much of that or an example. I don't know if it's explained more in the books, but or there probably is a reasoning. Maybe he's because one of those things that looked like when I saw it as one of his visions is I think it's probably hinting that he might die.
Yeah, because I mean, you can tell too. The visions take a real hard toll on him.
Yeah,
like hard, because he's all sweated. He's still like you see. I mean, he has pretty much a seizure when he has a vision, but you can definitely tell he's like it wears him out for a while. So I'm just like, I just don't get it. But the vision thing was cool. How they kind of had this shared vision, and then they see the giant were tree, which, by the way, and I said this in my review, that were tree looks exactly like the were tree in Winterfell.
Mm-hmm.
So do they need to go to Winterfell? Like they're going the opposite way.
Yeah, maybe what I think it might be. Maybe it's connected.
Well, I'm thinking, but it's like a geologics thing. Who knows? It could be like thousands, because Game of Thrones, like some of these creatures, they said like the wildlings are like 100 years ago and stuff, all that. I mean, the White Walkers. I'm thinking it's probably like some forest that was like way back up in the north and stuff, and before the whole place used to be all cold, icy and like a hellish place and things. That's my only guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I mean, for what we know, the North's always been like that, though.
Yeah, but that depends how long people live there for a long time.
I do not know.
Because I was thinking maybe what it is that the were tree in Winterfell is connected to the were tree that he saw in his vision.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, we don't know much about these were trees either, so.
Mm-hmm. So.
But I like Jon came in there and took care of business. I like the fact that he was able to reunite with Ghost. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a touching reunion with his wolf.
But even like Bran having to choose to either see Jon or continue on his journey, that kind of even though I knew it and everything, I still like because that Stark music kicked in and it was a cool moment right there. It was like it just shows like how much the Starks have been through this whole damn thing.
Yeah,
how broken
they try to play to the watchers,
Joe Zorro made the comment that if Bran and Jon reunited, it would mess up how the tone of how the Stark family is so broken. But in hindsight, it actually illustrated even more to me how broken that family is. If you think about it now, the way they did that. So, despite the fact that I knew it was coming, I knew they probably weren't going to meet. I disagree with Larry, and it didn't bother me, and it was actually well executed in that sense. Whether you like it or whether you like the outcome or not, it was well executed.
Yeah.
Well, no, I agree with you, but it's like one of those things I didn't really care. Where it's like it could be needed or not. They could have put it there or not. I think it was unneeded, but whatever. Yeah. I'm more curious about. I want to see if they ever going to go back to his other brother and the other girl and see where they at.
I agree with that.
There was also I have to say Jon and how he killed that motherfucker. The best scene, best kill. Like he takes his sword right to his fucking head.
I was gonna say, if you notice this in that fight, man, one of my favorite characters, Jon, needs some more training because he's getting his ass.
No, he was like, because obviously,
but dude,
like two times. I mean, that was like.
It's the whole thing, like a street fighter can beat a black belt at times, depending on how dirty you fight. You know what I mean?
Well,
Jon doesn't know how. See, the thing about Jon is that he doesn't know how to like improvise and fight like dirty.
It's not just that. Because you hear some of the words that the dude was saying. He said you did not know how to parry. There's like so many things he could have like. There's so many swordsman techniques that you still need to learn upon.
Yeah, honestly though, there's not a lot of great swordsmen in Game of Thrones, to be honest.
I mean, Jaime was probably good when the Hound is a good fighter.
Jaime wasn't. Jaime got his ass beat by Brienne. Brienne, honestly, the Hound and Brienne are the two best sword fighters we've seen.
What about Jaime? You don't think Jaime could?
Nah, Jaime was in his ass beat by Brienne.
No, okay. So what about Ned then? He beat up Ned.
We never. No, you know what though? We can't. You can't say how good Ned was. We ain't seen Ned's feats. We know he can handle himself, but you can't say Ned's a great swordsman. Or how good Ned was compared to the next person. You didn't see the feats.
Jaime took out more on
All
Ned.
you know is the lore. All you know is that Ned did win fights. You don't know. You can't really assert. Like you can't even assert. We know Jaime bluffs his ass off. Mm-hmm. So you can't assert how well a sword fighter Ned is. You never saw him truly fight.
Well, it's funny because bringing up that with the whole swordsman fight thing. That's why I was going to bring up the whole thing with Arya about the one guy. Remember the one who died?
Well, we saw him fight, and you're right. We don't honestly. That's an interesting thing too that I really had me thinking. To be honest,
I don't even know if that guy is dead.
I don't think that dude is dead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's.
I was telling Larry don't think so, but I was telling Larry that'd be a hell of a twist if that was fucking Jaqen H'ghar.
Oh,
that'd be a fucking hell of a twist.
I thought about that. I'm thinking he
Larry said nah, but I said that dude. We know he can change his face. That'd be a hell of a twist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And there was Hodor. Hodor.
Hodor had that.
Hodor fucking got that special strength. He got
Cut that motherfucker's head off. He's.
Yo, that was freaking beastly.
Not only just cracked his head off. I think he had his fingers dug into his
Yeah.
Fucking, dude, he did a.
You saw it.
He did a Junha Bach to that bitch.
You saw the aftermath. You saw his neck. It was like bone coming out.
He did a Junha Bach to that bitch.
Yeah.
He got the nails in the neck, inside the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you think Hodor's a fighter?
Nah, but because Hodor is, let's face it, Hodor is mentally challenged.
He's mentally
He don't
challenged.
have a mean bone. Hodor don't have a mean bone in his body.
Yeah.
That was Bran.
Hey, I was gonna say, what does a mean bone in your body mean after take into fighting?
No.
That Hodor would let someone probably beat on him until Bran said something.
Oh, okay. You're talking about that way? All right. But I'm saying if he did have to fight.
Hodor don't do nothing unless Bran tells him to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like Bran's bodyguard
Yeah.
kind of thing. So then they were obviously that was pretty much all that went down. The preview tells me this for next week. Looks like shit gets real.
Dude, I'm mad hype for next week's episode. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm mad hype.
Yeah, I said it's been consistent. I ain't never really seen that much bad of episodes going on. I'm like loving it through the next one.
Yeah. And then Stannis.
Like I'm saying, Stannis. Ooh,
So,
watch out for him.
and that I think it looks to me like he's going to the place where he's going to get into his army. It seems to me.
Yeah, I think he's going to succeed. That's what I'm saying. I'm letting people know. I think he's going to succeed.
Yeah. And then obviously we have the trial.
I think it's honestly, I think it's going to be focused mainly on just. It's going to be one of those episodes where it's just two storylines. It's just the trial, and I think it's just going to be just the Bravo stuff. Which I don't care. I'm mad because I want to see both those things.
Wait, you said the Bravo stuff?
Yeah, I think
because Stannis is going to Bravos to get.
Bravos.
He's going to do one or two things: to either get them to act against the crown because they owe them money, or to ask for a loan himself to buy the sellswords.
Well, I was going to ask, is Bravos? Yeah, Bravos is near where the Iron Bank is, right?
No, that is where the Iron Bank is. The Iron Bank of Bravos.
Sure.
All right, wait. SMS me. All right. SMS me. I'm gonna. But see, SMS me. Here's my argument. I'm gonna pull a Uber Akari. Show me the feats.
What's he talking about?
No feats of Jamie's amazing Mayweather's ass swordplay, and all I've seen Jamie is get his ass beat by Bran. All we've seen is myths and legends.
Well, Brienne.
It's hard to say. I mean.
Well, we know Brienne's ain't no weakling. Come on now.
Oh, I'm not saying no, but Brienne's still better than Jamie. Shit, I'll argue that Braun maybe. I think I'll argue that Braun could probably beat Jamie.
Braun?
At his best. Ain't no one beat Braun yet. And Braun been in some battles.
Yeah. Let's see. Like a bottle of Snapple.
See, Bonka, you gotta start doing the live events planner so people know.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I was gonna flip this one to you, Rick. Okay, who will win in a fist fight? They couldn't use no weapons. All they had to use is their bare hands, or kill each other that way. I was gonna say the Hound or Hodor.
The Hound.
Oh, really? The Hound?
The Hound, because the Hound will fight dirty.
Yeah.
The little dude. See, here's the thing. Hodor is very slow, and Locke didn't see Hodor coming. Had Locke seen Hodor coming, that wouldn't have been a one shot.
Yeah, but all he had to do was get you that one time.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been a one shot. Because Glock ain't no bitch either. But he didn't see that
Yeah,
shit coming. He got blindsided.
Yeah, caught him on his vital moment.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm. Does anybody else say anything in the comments?
Yeah,
There's
I'm
a
looking
few
for
things.
questions.
Oh yeah, Red Best Boy saying that Rick, that there's no way Brienne is better than Jamie. Jamie was in shackles.
But it was a sword fight. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
well,
Hey, but when you're in the
Brez
sword
Boy
fight,
just likes to argue shit.
yeah.
hey, I didn't want to bring that
I don't
up,
think Brez Boy read the books.
but he's a little bit right on that. I didn't want to bring
He's
that up,
led
but
me misinformation one too many times. I question if he's read the books.
hey, well, I was gonna say this. At least he ain't bringing up, you know who.
Oh, Ned?
No, I'm talking about the girl.
Sansa? I was nice to Sansa this week, so he ain't got shit to say.
Yeah, you know, she wasn't.
I was nice to Sansa this week.
Yeah.
Well,
I
yeah,
actually gave Sansa the benefit of the doubt that she won't be a fucking idiot.
well, yeah. Well, I was gonna say she won't be a punching bag that much.
Exactly. She might actually do something for herself in this situation.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
What did you think of the Attack on Titan dub?
oh, the Attack on Titan dub.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty good. Some people in the J room were saying it's overrated, so I said, "Well, don't watch it, motherfucker."
I mean, the only thing.
If you think it's
How
overrated, just don't fucking watch it.
can be something be wait? How can something be overrated when it
No, they're
just came
talking.
out?
I don't know.
Well, you know, they talking about the hype because it already came out and shit.
Yeah, they're basically saying Attack on Titan generally is overrated.
But see, no. Okay, on my rebuttal for that though. Okay, Attack on Titan is not the greatest anime ever made. Absolutely, it has pacing problems. It greatly suffers from pacing problems, particularly the battle for Tross. But the hype that is, I think, true is that it's one of the best moves Toonami made.
Yeah,
They did
definitely.
that shit a month before the dub comes out.
Yeah.
We hadn't seen shit like that since the glory days of Toonami.
Sure, I said the glory days.
That's where the hype is. The hype is not in how great Attack on Titan is. The hype is in how much it's going to benefit Toonami.
Yeah, you're gonna get more people wanting to buy it because they're gonna look at it and they're like, oh, and then people say, oh, by the way, this version, yeah, when it comes out on Blu-ray, it's gonna be better because it's gonna be uncut.
Exactly.
Well, yeah. The only thing I heard that was weird from what I was hearing, like certain reviews I was listening to about, like, they just get certain weird, you know, they name things differently, and I heard certain things were cut out.
Yeah, like Mikasa, how they pronounce it?
Yeah.
They pronounce Mikasa.
Yeah, they don't call it 3D over here. I mean, yeah, that stuff kind of a little irks, but I ain't saying it's ruining, you know, like super anime. But I heard said certain scenes were cut out a little bit in there.
Yeah, they were. The opening, the closing.
I heard it.
Toonami does that. Well, Toonami cuts out everyone's closings and some openings.
Yeah, and some openings, or they put their new ones, because you got to think this in a different time zone, too, because, you know, when American TV runs, like, commercials, because, you know, sometimes those anime openings be long.
Well, no. Because an average anime episode is only 24 minutes. So that's not the reason why. I don't know the reason why, but that's not the reason why.
No, well, I was gonna say why. I said why would it not? I mean, you know,
because first off, Toonami only has one commercial. There's only one commercial. Just like animes in Japan, when Toonami or Adult Swim, there's only one commercial. Right, it's in the middle of the episode, just like in Japan.
I thought it was two.
No, it's only one.
No, it's only one.
It's only one, and then when you want, like, all right, look at all the episodes on Crunchyroll. It's either it's 22 to 24 minutes. So with the opening and the closing. So I don't think that's the reason why. I don't know the reason why, but that's not the reason why.
Yeah.
Probably a different way they're trying to promote it. Because I heard about that little promoting thing.
Good way. So I still don't like it. That's why I don't like watching stuff on Toonami. That irks me, like especially with the Fullmetal Alchemist ones.
Well, it's been a while because I haven't had cable in a long ass time.
Oh, and Bunka, I heard they cast Travis Willington as Ginjo for Bleach.
Oh, that's who it was.
That's a good ass movie. That's perfect. That's perfect for
Yeah, I was
Ginjo.
wondering. This guy sounds familiar.
That's
And I
perfect, dude.
kept
That's
telling myself,
perfect for you.
oh, it might be one of those. Because at first I thought it was Patrick Zetz, but it seemed, yeah, Travis Willingham. Good shit. Even though it's oh my god, it's all right. It's all right. What I was going to say was, I'm probably going to talk about this tomorrow night and later tonight in Nostradamus' live stream. I want to tell King this idea. What they should do is, when the Bleach anime comes out again, when it comes back, I don't know if they could do this though. This would be really crazy. Like have like a simulcast of, sort of like with Space Dandy.
That would be cool.
That would be awesome. I would
that
like
would be
them to do that. That would be awesome if they pulled that off.
I mean,
Dude,
hockey kind of crushed my hopes and dreams. You know, Bleach is low on the ranking, so the likelihood of the anime ever coming back. But I don't care, man. Honestly though would be if Bleach came back, I wouldn't mind if it came back like Fairy Tail, where it's a seasonal.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it either.
Me too. Hey, as long as it's finished.
Yeah.
Then,
Well, that's me.
hey, I can wait. I can wait patiently. I'm like,
Bod
needs to come back. The anime needs to come back.
hey, that's what I'm saying. I don't be reading the chapters of Bleach. I want the anime to come back.
Yeah.
That's not gonna help, Nick.
Not gonna help. Nezuma.
Hey, person can dream, Rick.
What did he say, Nezuma? He said,
You have to
one
support
thing
the
came
manga.
back.
Nick,
You know
you
what-
have to support the manga to get an anime. You're not helping.
Yeah, I know.
Nezuma's asking me, will Tyrion get his vengeance? I don't know much about what happens after this trial, because I do have the books, but I don't know, like, I haven't read them yet. But I think something happens with Tyrion, like he gets out of it somehow, and he leaves. But I don't really know much than that. But I think that was probably what's going to happen. I don't know if he's going to get vengeance, though. I think he's just...
I mean, vengeance
Ooh, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Vengeance for what? Being wrongfully accused?
Yeah, wrongfully accused.
Well, that's the question: is who you gonna get vengeance from? It ain't really easy to point out.
I mean, what do you mean? What can you do to his sister? I mean, there's nothing outside of just killing her worse you can do to Cersei right now.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, Cersei has suffered the worst pain a mother can suffer.
Yeah.
The loss of her child. So what could Tyrion possibly do to Cersei that would make her feel any worse besides kill her? I see Joffrey. Tyrion's not the really vengeful type like that.
Yeah, he's not.
I mean, he'll if he sees an opportunity, yeah, he'll definitely take it without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not gonna, you know what I mean? He's gonna bide his time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah. Other comments? What do we have here? I want to say. Okay. He's saying I don't want to say because I know what's coming. Also, Nezuma knows what's coming. I see. He must have read the books. That's weird. Nothing else. Now he's also asking me, do I think that Littlefinger has this on lock? His whole spoon thing.
Yeah, I think he does.
Yeah, I think he does. I mean, unless Varys, he somehow finds out something that just information comes to him from somewhere else that he finds out that Littlefinger, did this. But I don't think that's gonna happen.
I mean, I could see his plans being ruined, but there's no way. It's not easy to predict.
Yeah, it isn't. It's not like anyone. It's like there's no trail. His trail is cut off. There's no to him. It's unless someone goes. You have a scout and they find him, but it's really hard.
Alright, Don, I'm not even gonna Don Keel. I'm not going to go there. I've gone through many times. I'm not going there.
What does he say?
What's everyone's expectation for Sansa that led to such great disappointment? I'm not going there.
Oh, that.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Disappointment.
Bond anime. To get Bonkai's attention, I would not scream full bring art. Just saying. That's not going to help your cause, bro. I'm just saying.
I don't think you want to get anybody's attention to talk about the full game.
No.
That's not going to help your cause. It's going to get him to ignore you even more.
Well,
Just
I've been playing the PSP more like that kid in the full bring art.
Oh my god. Just how similar it was to the Chapter Black.
And Bresboy. Yes, Jane was in shackles, but he was still able to grip his sword with both hands, which is the point. Brienne pretty much fought like one-handed as well, so to where she was actually like putting it on even ground to an extent. So the only thing I would credit it that fight against it, saying that Jamie didn't, was that yeah, he was pretty much, he was tired. But I'm sure people say, oh, he didn't eat for 6 months. First off, if they didn't feed him for 6 months, he would have died.
People.
I seriously doubt they didn't feed him for 6 months. Yeah, he was worn down and whatnot, but still.
I believe him. I believe
he
them.
had a couple days with Brienne.
That's what brings up a good point. He says, Bonkai, here's something to consider. How many people Littlefinger required to pull off all this shit? That's a good thing. You wonder about that shit.
I was gonna say probably a lot of people. He probably stepped over a lot of people, or killed to make sure his plans go perfect.
Does during that probably you always see.
Yeah, because you wonder about that because I suppose he could do it all on himself, but I just wonder if it's true or not. Such disappointment in Sansa. Yeah, Sansa, it's the same story from previous seasons. She didn't do anything. It's as simple as that, But until listen, I was excited. I thought she really did kill Joffrey. But then I realized, oh wait, no, it's not Sansa. It's other people.
I mean, she failed to adapt to her situation.
Yeah.
Pretty much it.
That's pretty much what
Lost cause.
Lost cause. This is off topic, but I'm gonna have a live stream on Tuesday, and what I'm going to try to do. Now, I don't know if I can stream them, but it's definitely going to be a talk discussion. In 2 weeks, a movie comes out.
Is that what I think it is? Are we talking about?
Hell yeah.
Godzilla.
Over there. He says Godzilla. So what I'm going to do is this. I found
Damn, lucky I don't got no soundboard music. I'll play it.
2. I couldn't find any more than 2. VHS tapes. The hockey's like, oh, did you put them?
Wait. Oh, so we gonna do a thing? We gonna watch the old school Godzilla? I got like 4.
Well, I'll try. I mean, I have a VCR in my living room, so I don't know if I can show it on a live stream.
Find out if it's under fair use.
Who's the best?
Well, the one thing weird about movies is it is and isn't. It's like really bitch to fight against with, but one of those things.
Because I know I could probably do is. I know I could probably YouTube it, I guess, and maybe stream it, but the copyright strike. But we'll talk about. I think Tuesday will be that.
Why don't we just get a stream together of people
I'm off Tuesday.
who like Godzilla,
Yeah.
and just talk about our favorite Godzilla monsters and stuff. and then our expectations and thoughts on what we're going to see in the film.
Godzilla movie.
Oh,
Yeah, I also know
wait, mine is.
the movie.
Huh?
My brother wants to know what's your favorite Godzilla movie.
It's all.
My favorite Godzilla movie?
Yeah.
The most memorable for me is Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla.
Yeah.
But I also really like Space Godzilla.
Okay.
I like the metal.
But
Godzilla.
probably, and it's I think it's the second Mechagodzilla.
Okay.
I like.
You know, it's funny. It was one of those things
With the weird aliens.
The
I
terror.
really need to watch the
Yeah, the Terror. There you go. The Terror of Mechagodzilla.
the other Godzilla movies because there was like over 30 of them, and I know I ain't seen all of them.
I like because I like the one when it's the aliens, not when it's because there's one Mechagodzilla movie where humans built a Mechagodzilla to fight Godzilla.
I ain't seen those either. Strangely.
Yeah, there's one where it was humans that made a Mechagodzilla.
Yeah, I know that one. I know what you're talking about.
But I like the one where it's the aliens that made it.
Yeah, the aliens.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, because I know I heard some.
I like that one better.
Some of the '70s Godzilla ones are kind of like that pollution monster one. That's a weird one.
My brother wants to, because I think I
I can't remember. Ask him which is the one with Ghidra in it, because the Ghidra.
That's-
Godzilla versus
several.
King Ghidra.
Yeah, the first experience.
that was Zero Monster, Astro Monster, because that was the old one of the Astro Monster, and then there was King Ghidorah, and then there was Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. Those are the ones I remember. And the one I'm trying to find on DVD, which is really hard, is 1985. Because I know it's on Amazon, but it's expensive. Supposedly.
Well, I think Toho probably got a whole section of all those for the DVD, all the old school ones. But it probably will cost you. Well, they probably do got them in all in box form together.
It's true.
Which is why that's why I say I need to get one of those now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, and who knows? Shoot, maybe if they're doing a thing with America, they might pull out a box set after the movie and shit, but it probably costs a lot.
Well, they have been doing the ones where they're like double, triple features on one DVD or Blu-ray.
Oh, right.
Those have been on Amazon.
Hmm.
They're probably more of the famer ones, like Mechagodzilla and probably the Sun and stuff.
Hmm.
The only Godzilla movie I own is Godzilla 2000.
Shoot, you gotta make me want to pull out the box. Give me a second. I'm gonna get it out.
Oh my god. Because I have Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, and then I have a VHS tape, which is just 3 recorded movies of it, which is Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster, Godzilla, what was it? Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster, Son of Godzilla, and then it's King Ghidorah.
Gatsuki. See, this is why I miss the shit out of old school sci-fi. If we still had old school sci-fi channel, yo, it would be Godzilla month on sci because they used to do these months where for like 5 days a week they would show Godzilla movies.
Oh.
That's how I saw a good chunk of the Godzilla movies I have saw was from Sci-Fi Channel.
Because the one I had on tape was TBS. Man, this was like 94.
I remember old school TBS.
Yeah, it was old school TBS. They had, I'm putting it in the J room. They had commercials for Super Mario Brothers and Jurassic Park. Oh my god. And it was just old school commercials, like Crunch and Candy Crunch and a bunch of other stuff. It was just so crazy. I watched.
Is it crazy you see the nostalgia? Like when I watch old school TV shows.
Oh my god, it's insane.
Like if I watch like an old '90s TV show, it's like why don't you have a cell phone? Why don't you have a cell phone? Everyone has a cell phone. Oh yeah, my bad. But that's what I would do, Bonkai, because I mean, like, yeah, you're gonna run into a lot of because they can even give you a copyright strike just by playing in the background.
Yeah. So
with the volume on.
Yeah. So, we'll talk about them. I mean, for me, when I first started watching it, because that tape was recorded in '94, so I'm pretty sure that was when I was like, I wasn't even 9, I was 8, because that was recorded before my birthday, so it was like really early, and like in May, I believe, and I watched. It was a range of Godzilla movies I watched. It was in the '60s, the '70s, and later on, I watched the other versions, like from the '90s and 2000s.
My classic is Ghidorah, the Three-Headed Monster.
Yeah.
That was best. You
Okay.
had three
Yeah, Ghidorah's badass.
more monsters
Yeah.
fighting at the same fucking time. The
Yes.
same fucking time.
Yes.
I'm so excited for Godzilla.
Okay, I can
want
see.
it to come out now.
Okay. Okay.
It should come out now.
All right, Eddie. It's 2 weeks. You can wait. You can wait 2 weeks. Come on. You can wait.
Oh no!
Going crazy. Actually, I heard.
I'm dying. Honestly, though, I'm
Yo,
dying.
I'm back. Took me a while to find these movies, though. There's like
Yeah.
five. There's 5 of them in here.
You have a lot, Nick?
It's just a box set.
Wow.
There's only 5 movies like back in VHS. It's like there's Godzilla versus Gigan, Godzilla 1985, Ghidorah, the Three-Headed Monster, Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla, and Son of Godzilla.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And then later on, I watched the other ones, like Biollante, Destroyer, Space Godzilla. Then they had like Godzilla versus. This is when he was different looking. This was like in the 2000 area. Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, Godzilla 2000. You know.
They're on Blu-ray now.
Yeah.
You get Godzilla vs. Biollante on Blu-ray.
I know. So yeah, we'll talk about it on Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
A bunch of.
Can't wait for Godzilla. It's gonna be awesome. Awesome.
Wow, you sound really excited, Mr. Chips Ahoy. That's funny.
I was gonna say, look how old this is. It's like all the movies together, like, you know, as a picture.
Godzilla.
Oh, that one. Okay, yeah. I've seen that one on Amazon. Yeah, I know.
I've seen that box set before.
Yeah, I've seen that box set before.
Yeah, it's the old school box set. Sure, I got the old school box set of Star Wars and
Wow,
Alien.
Star Wars 2?
Oh, I have that one.
Me
I
too.
don't have the VHS box set, but I have the old school DVD with the Darth Vader helmet on it.
Well, no, mine is the old school one with the, you know, it shows the Luke face, then it shows the Stormtrooper, and it shows the Darth Vader one. I don't know, it's the old one, but I found out, I think that one, the one I have, is the one that's like, you know, they didn't alter shit, so it's kind of stay true.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I do got movies now on the DVD version now that do have the altered ones and the unaltered ones, so it's cool. It says labeled as a sci-fi horror.
Yeah, they all were.
Because what happened was, I think it was last weekend, Joe Ten, before I got on the train, he looked at me and was like, oh yeah, we should like go see Godzilla and stuff. And I was like, oh shit, really? I was like, oh, okay. But he hasn't really said anything since then, so, but, you know, we'll see. That'd be nice if I can go with those guys. See.
Godzilla.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, I don't know. Have you seen other like kaiju-looking monster movies? Like, what's the name of that one? I'm just trying to think of.
The only ones that I know.
Yeah, like War of the Gargantuans. That was a cool one.
I saw. What did I see?
They're like these like ape-looking creatures.
What was it called? The Giant Claw. I saw that. That's a black and white though. And
Yeah, that's an old movie.
Yeah, that's a really old one. It's this huge freaking bird.
Monster movie.
Other got one like Rodan and other stuff
Yeah,
like that.
Rodan I seen.
Rodan,
Mothra. There was also another one.
Rodan was
Oh wait, that's what it was. The Beast from something Fathoms.
20,000
Each of the 20,000 Fathoms.
It came from beneath the sea. What was the other one? There was another one. Them? It was those giant ants.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
The giant ants. But yeah, and then the only ones I haven't gotten into was probably I never got into Gamera. That's the only thing I didn't get into.
Oh yeah, Gamera. Yeah, Gamera is more like a jokey one.
Yeah, he's just
I never seen Gamera either. But,
oh yeah, SMX. When you told me about that, he saw he went to a theater in downtown L.A. He saw Godzilla vs. Biollante, and supposedly there was a director there or something answering questions and shit. Now that must have been nice. That's awesome.
Hey Bankai, what did your brother think of Spider-Man?
Oh, he loved it. He liked it. He was just saying about people cover your ears because I'm about to say something that happened in the movie about when she died.
that makes sense.
They should have waited.
They should have waited. Yeah, they should have waited. I personally agree with them because I mean,
Well,
I thought it would have been the third movie.
It wouldn't have been a bad thing, but here's the thing. From my understanding, they're doing Sinister Six next,
yeah,
and Gwen's death puts Spider-Man in retirement, and the formation of the Sinister Six brings him out of retirement.
Yeah.
So they have to do the death before they do Sinister Six.
I was gonna say, are they pulling it as the third movie, or is it still its own thing?
I don't know.
yeah. I mean, well, I told my brother. See, he says they're coming out with a spin-off of Venom.
I just hope they don't make Venom like an anti-hero or something.
Yeah.
Well, he is.
With the,
But he doesn't start out as an anti-villain.
Yeah, well, he doesn't start out. But, yeah.
Yeah, I don't care about the anti-hero Venom. I want the
Well, that's
black,
why
I want the black
I agree with
costume.
you. No, I agree with you, but you know, I like Venom for Venom.
Venom's a bitch,
Nah.
and I want to see him beat around by Spider-Man. That's what I want to see.
Oh, come on, hell no.
Hell yeah.
I got a little gripe with Spider-Man now. But,
Nah. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero of all time.
hey, Wolverine, fuck him up.
Fuck Wolverine, that bitch ass.
No hate.
Wolverine is a little bitch. Take away his metal bones, and he ain't got shit.
yeah, my brother's.
Fourth one.
Wolverine's a warrior.
He ain't no warrior.
Oh, compared to Spider-Man?
The Sinister.
But see, Spider-Man's not trying to be a warrior. He's a superhero. He's a kid.
Well, yeah, hey.
Spider-Man is much more relatable than Wolverine ever was. Wolverine is just...
Rhino.
Well, that's funny. That's how my friend views more certain things with the comics. You know, the same dude I was talking about, because his favorite is Spider-Man, and I always get, you know, I got some gripe with Spider-Man for certain things, but not like.
Spider-Man.
No, I always, I never said I could not relate to Spider-Man, but Spider-Man was just one of those things like he's really cool, but I was just like, okay. Or you know, I used to hate fighting against him. You know, when we used to play video games.
Like, what are your gripes with Spider-Man?
Really, there wasn't really much things I didn't like him. I mean, I don't have no hate against Spider-Man.
Like part of
No, but wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense because Venom didn't come from outer space.
not the ultimate version.
Yeah, most of the film. Yeah, wasn't he made by Oscorp?
Yeah, he was made by Harry and
Yeah,
I mean not Harry. You know,
most
it was their dads, both of their dads.
most comic book movies, from my understanding, take a lot from the Ultimate Universe.
Okay.
That's what a lot of people tell me.
Okay.
Well, you know, it's funny. I was gonna ask you this because I talked to my buddy. You know, he's more the comic dude. Back when that Captain America movie came around, I was looking at that at the ending. He thinks that two ways are probably going to go with that when they see that ending, but some of it feels like it's going to be a problem because, you know, certain heroes won't be there. First one, he thought it was Civil War or the Avengers versus X-Men, but, you know, you can't do that.
Larry said they could still do Civil War.
Yeah, they can't do Civil War, but Spider-Man won't be in it, and that's part of a major thing.
Oh, sure.
Because, well, I don't know if you want me telling you this, because he does something, because, you know, it's about the, you know, the whole gripe about...
I know who wins Civil War. Larry told me.
No, well, yeah, I kind of hate that. I kind of found out who won Civil War, and it's the group I didn't want to win, but... And it's
Hey, I didn't want the
whole fight.
I didn't want the Lannisters to win either, but, you know...
Yeah, I was gonna say the whole fight about the whole Civil War thing was like, should the superheroes, take out their identity or
No,
not?
yeah, and see, but here's the thing: the character Captain America as a character, the way he's been set up in the film, works perfectly for Civil War.
Yeah, it does.
Because Cap is not down. Like, he's like, all right, we need to make place safe, but we're not going to sacrifice our freedom just to
Yeah.
make things safe.
Yeah.
That's why he was opposed to the whole ship thing, the shields. Forget what the fuck it was called, but ships with the hero carriers.
Yeah.
He
No,
was
I
opposed
agree.
to that even before.
And that plays in a big
Even before they found out about. That's why when they were like, we need to take Hydra. He's like, no. If we do this, we take out Hydra and Shield. It all goes down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I saw my friend. Yeah, but I was saying, that's the whole thing with Civil War, especially with Spider-Man in it too, because he's that guy. Well, that's the one thing about Spider-Man, because some people. It's weird. I heard some weird comments, like some people like, oh, Spider-Man should be his own thing. He should never relate to other superheroes. But no, that's the point of Spider-Man, because he's supposed to be that relatable, young person that, oh, I'm this new guy with all these these new superheroes and stuff. So because he kind of like, I'll say this, he kind of like plays the switch sides thing, because it's the whole thing with Civil War.
I want Marvel to get Spider-Man the rights to Spider-Man back. I don't want another Spider-Man reboot, but I want Marvel to get it back so that he can participate in the cinematic universe.
Mm-hmm.
As far as X-Men, it is what it is. Like, I mean, because I don't like if Days of Future Past is a good hit, which I think it's going to do good. It may not be as amazing as we want it to be, but I think it's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be shit either.
Oh no.
So it's going to be somewhere in between.
I was going to say, as much as I want,
it's going to be somewhere in between. So Fox keeping X-Men, despite the fact that I would like a more over the top X-Men, not like way over the top X-Men, but something more along the lines of how the Marvel films are. Particularly Thor stuff, where it just feels more comic book like in a sense. I would like something like that from X-Men, but I'm still okay with what Fox is doing as long as they don't go back to the way they did X3. As long as they don't go back to the X3 bullshit and they continue forward how they did First Class and X2 and they go in that route, I'm good.
I mean, Fox done for certain things where they did okay. I mean, sometimes they mess with some really bad things with housing and stuff. But I was gonna say, as far as I don't know, as much as I want X-Men to come back, I think Spider-Man should be more come back compared to.
Yeah, I think Spider-Man is more important.
Fox,
I think Spider-Man is more important for.
Yeah, but Sony's not gonna give up that fucking license. They don't want it. As long as they're making money off it.
Because honestly, trying to fit the X-Men in the cinematic universe could possibly be problematic.
I mean, some people say that. Yeah, I mean, I say that they wouldn't be wrong.
But like I said, that's why I said possibly. It could possibly pose a problem because that's just too much. I don't know. I don't know if they can handle balancing all that and integrating all that. So, but I would love for Marvel to get Spider-Man back.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can.
What?
I'm interested though what they're gonna do with these Guardians though.
I'm actually interested. I think it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm gonna enjoy that one.
Yeah. No, I was all for that movie.
Really good.
Oh, my brother, he's disdained for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Those are some ugly ass turtles, man.
Yeah, it's funny. No, me and my friend, as much as the comic book thing, we had a gripe about that. We had a fight about that. He was talking about he said he was all for it because he said it's a new generation, they should have it, like that or whatever.
My brother thinks Donatello looks like Urkel. He thinks Donatello looks like Steve Urkel.
I got this one picture. I haven't did a meme with it yet. A meme, in the J room.
Yeah.
But you know how the dude pulls the face, right?
Yeah.
You see the face of the turtle? It's one where it's changed, right? But it's a character from From the Goonies.
Oh.
You know which character if you know who it is.
Yeah.
Monster from the Goonies.
Those are just so fucking ugly. They're just so fucking ugly. Man.
You know what?
I don't think they're that ugly.
For the hell of it, I'll go see the movie. If it's a piece of crap, it's a piece of crap.
I will see it, but not in the theater. And I'm gonna focus.
I don't know. For the sake of reviewing it, is the only reason why I would see it. And to be perfectly honest, for the sake of doing a review on it and proving that it's crap,
I was gonna say, Rick, if you do a review, you'd be like, "Yo, I wasn't ready."
Because there's just so like I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm not even gonna go there.
Scared. Well, it's funny how y'all talking about the turtles. I'm more scared about the fucking continuity. That shit is weird.
No, continuity doesn't matter in the turtle films.
Well, what I mean
there is no adaptation to the Ninja Turtles comic books, so you can't.
No. I mean, not about that. I mean, certain themes that should be there. The whole.
I don't understand though. What do you mean by?
No. Okay, what I mean by that, like certain things, like certain aspects, like the Splinter's supposed to be Japanese and all this other stuff.
That's already been fucked up, dude. That's out the door already. Did you see Shredder?
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. That's the only thing I didn't like.
Japanese. So there you go. Shredder is American businessman. So for Splinter to be Japanese would be fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's kind of like the second thing they did with that Street Fighter movie with Chun-Li and shit. How they did with Bison and all those stuff.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's only been one crappy ass. That movie don't. What movie? What are you talking about? This other Street Fighter movie? I don't know what you're talking about. I went in black, bleeped that shit, neuralized that shit on my damn years ago.
I'm glad I didn't see the movie. I heard about the.
I didn't see the damn movie.
I didn't.
All right. This is what I did. I actually went on Wikipedia and I read how the movie plays out, and I was like, I'm cool.
No, I saw a review, and I've seen like 20 reviews and all. I was like, oh damn.
No, I mean, no.
I feel like the old school. I feel like the.
I knew, regardless, good or not, it was gonna get bad reviews.
Mhm.
No, name one comic movie that got good reviews.
Wait, you said what kind of movie?
Or name one video game movie that got good reviews. Name one.
Oh, okay, I can tell you one that is good, but I don't remember it having good reviews, and that's the first time.
No, one that got good reviews.
Did it get good reviews? Silent Hill, the first movie?
No, it didn't.
Hmm.
Yeah, see, so I don't there are some movies you can't go off reviews of. But I read it and I was like, oh, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Well,
what about Doom?
What, Doom got good reviews? I doubt that.
No, I'm just saying. What was it? Oh,
First off, Doom was
The Rock was in that movie.
The Rock sucks.
Okay, man, y'all putting some hate on The Rock. I'm like,
The Rock sucks.
Go back to wrestling, man. Come on. Shit.
He is not a great actor. He's not a terrible, shitty actor, but he is not a great. He's barely a good actor. Barely a good actor. And that's being generous.
Mm.
mm-hmm.
Now, the Rock just irritates me.
Damn, man, you got some hate with The Rock.
It irks me, man. He's a sellout.
Really?
He's a sellout.
Molo.
Wow, he's a sellout.
Because he totally like shit on the sport, professional wrestling, just to go to Hollywood. And
really?
it's not the fact that he went to Hollywood, because we all gotta do what we do to further our careers. It's the fact that it's the way he did it.
What did he do?
The way he left the fans hanging, and he totally dissed the fans.
What did he do or say? I mean,
I don't remember specifically what he said, but I know that the way, like, he fucked over Vince pretty bad. Like, he like did some shitty shit with his contract. He was supposed to resign with Vince, and he never did. And he gave Vince his word, something along those lines.
I'm thinking he probably cut his
contract. A lot of shit
contract.
about professional wrestling and whatnot after he left it. I mean, I heard Brock. I mean, he's not as bad as Brock Lesnar when it comes to things like that. But I still don't like The Rock. I still kind of still a halfway sell out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mo Lu asked, "How was the place?" For reasons I cannot divulge,
Well, fine. I never did
I
that.
cannot say what happened at that place. That place is now with my mind, Uber Akari's mind, King of Lightning's mind, Smoke.
Oh, so Smoke went there too.
Yeah, he went there too. And then we leave the place, and we all have our hands like this. Like, I'm like, it was an event. That's the best way I can describe it. It was an event. But that was good.
And then they poured vodka on each other.
No, there was no.
No, I was gonna say they King Corvac.
He didn't go to a liquor store and buy vodka. No, that did not happen.
I was gonna say, answer me this, Bankai, because like he said he was gonna go all out. I said, did King buy more than one?
No, it wasn't like that. I mean, of course he could have, if no one was there.
Yeah.
Empty. When I went, it was empty. There was nobody there. When nobody's there, you can do that. You can go all out. But when somebody's there, you're waiting. It's like you can't really do it the same way. So it's not the same kind of thing. So, but we had fun. It was a good weekend. I still got a shitload to upload. I still have at least, I think, 6 or 9 clips. It's insane from that weekend. But most of it is just from Sunday. I think I have only like one more video to upload that was from Saturday, and that's Kingdom General Review that I did with Smoke, Zorro, and Random 5. So,
yeah, I'm probably a little bit behind because I know y'all read it in different sites, huh?
Yeah, because like the ones who were recording that weekend was me, Zorro, Smoke, and I think and any other ones were Neo, Dave Spark, and Random Vibe. So, you know, I was only shown on camera maybe from my recording 2 or 3 times when I did the intro, which was us meeting up for the first time at Sakamatsu. Then the second time was during the Kingdom video, and then the other time. Oh yeah, the interviews. When I interviewed Hitsugaya. The Hitsugaya who's not caught up to Bleach. Just like, what? Can you repeat yourself? It was insane. But yeah, it was fun, you know. It was great. Amazing. Let me just see what other comments we have here. Oh my god, Nezuma. Please! No! Please! He lands the screen to that. Did I pop my cherry? No, man. I can't divulge that. I mean, you figure, yeah, but still, it's just like, come on.
They're watching you, Bankai.
Come on, like, seriously, man. A little more discreet than that. If you want to say that, just send me a private message. Anyway, yeah, I guess you say, you know, I did. But anyway, let me see what message. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention. Min went too. He went too as well. So, to just throw that in your mind, me, Zorro, Uber, King of Lightning, Smoke, and Min. But, you know, it was fun. I had a good time, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so MSS Wing saying, you know, I'm sorry, but professional wrestling is not a sport.
No, it's sports entertainment.
Yeah, it's sports entertainment. It's not.
But it still has a level of athletics.
Yeah.
I mean, it's entertainment. You know, at the end of the day.
But you can't deny the fact there's a high level of athletics involved.
Oh, you talking about your thing? I ain't dissing you. I'm just saying, you know, to level up the whole ground thing. You know, what Brez Boy was saying.
Sports entertainment.
Devo, get the table.
And if people are wondering about that place I went to, am I going there again? Maybe not. I mean, twice I think is I might, but it's just too insane. Besides, what I want to do is I want to tell my brother to find out about this other place. I don't think I can go with the guys though, because it's all the way in Queens, and I don't think they want to go all the way in Queens to find it. But I might go with my brother to that place. But he hasn't been there. I have to find out the story about it and stuff. Yeah. Pretty insane. Alright, since there's I don't think there's any more comments. Not really any comments going on. So, I guess we can put this to bed, I guess, this stream. Thank you, people, for joining this one for Game of Thrones, Season 4, Episode 5. This was a crazy episode. I really enjoyed this one. It was pretty interesting. Next week's going to probably be even more intense than this week. I'm thinking that this is how it's going to be as we go along with this season. It's just going to get more high octane as we go along until we get to the final episode. So, after this stream, I'll probably do... I got some reviews to do. Not a lot. Not a lot. It's only Data Live and that Dragon Art Academy thing. And I guess One Piece episode review. So look forward to that. And I'm also going to upload another Sakamatsu video. This is going to be one I'm going to upload. It's going to be me and the guys at two spots. It's Midtown Comics in Manhattan, Times Square. The other one, I can't pronounce it, but the location of it is it's across the street from Bryant Park. Kanukyu Bookstore. Very, very good bookstore. It's like a Japanese bookstore where the top level is just manga, and it's two kinds. It's Japanese and it's English, and then the first level is just Japanese books. I recorded some stuff on those two spots, so look forward to that. Nothing else to add. I'm Bonkai922. See you guys later. Alec, Rick, and Chagrin sign out.
Alright, guys. Anime Rick here. I just did my review for Game of Thrones, so guys, check that out on my channel. And then there's going to be some other stuff happening throughout the week, so keep a lookout for that. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for the invite. Bonkai is always a good time. You guys can catch me I'll probably be on Zoro's tomorrow night. And then, along with Jim and whoever else he brings in. And then Fridays, you can catch me on Larry's Small Council live stream reviews. Well, not live stream review, but discussion to talk more Game of Thrones. And always love talking Game of Thrones. So, yeah, excellent episode.
Shot?
Hodor.
Hodor.
I was going to say, let this be known at people in the comments. Rick, all I got to say is, Hodor can beat Spider-Man. That's it.
Please.
Have you seen
the Hodor? Hodor would have to catch Spider-Man first.
Hey, those webs can't hold Hodor down. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, he's agility.
Man, we ain't scared. I say Hodor ain't scared of them skeet shooters.
Man, I ain't appreciating all this hate on my man Spider-Man. Sons of bitches.
All right, everybody. I had a nice time. We was talking about it in the live stream and stuff. I was gonna say, everybody, have a good night, and let it be known, Hodor can beat Spider-Man.
Oh shit!
And next week, I gotta say this. Not only will Spider-Man beat Batman in a fight, he'll hurt his feelings too.
What's funny? Hey, I'll agree on that one. As much as I like Batman, Spider-Man can
make him cry. He'll be talking shit, making fun of him, call him darky, and and pointy ears and shit, and he'll just be like, heard the Batman's feelings. Like, man, that's me. Oh, pig boy.
Alright, so that's the story, people. I'm Balkan 922. I'll see you guys later. Hopefully this Friday I'll be able to join the Smoke Council, because like the last couple of weeks have been kind of crazy. I haven't been able to join. Been busy here and there. But yeah, look forward to it. I'm Balkan 922, and we are going to see you guys later. Peace.